Hey guys, how's it going? This is October here with the last game, Game 3 of OG versus Team Liquid, DPC 2021. We just saw a 14-minute victory from Team Liquid. Very strong. OG picked weird stuff. And it looks like OG are going to try something a little different this game. And it looks like Team Liquid are going to be the ones that ban Puck. They got Puck twice in a row. And they're going to open with Keeper of the Light. First pick, Keeper of the Light. And then we got the Earth Spirit Grimstroke for Team Liquid. Void Spirit for OG. So now I'm just going to try to get in the mentality of both teams. I think if you're OG, you tried something, you didn't work, you want to go back to something that may be solid, reliable, close out the series. I think if you're Liquid, you feel you're running off a high. You won Game 2 so easily. You were so close to winning Game 1. It was close. It was close. The laning phase did not go well. The skirmishes went really well. So maybe we can beat them again on skirmishes. We'll see. Earth Spirit Grimstroke. Kind of ambiguous. We did see Thompson play mid Earth Spirit Game 1. I know there's a Earth Spirit power on Team Liquid. It's not like it's a block pick. I think they're also very good with it too. Let's speed things a bit. Oh, they banned the Timber Saw. OG was like, okay, we're not dealing with that again. Liquid ban Beastmaster. OG ban Weaver. Liquid ban Darkseer. And the third pick, Bloodseeker for Team Liquid. Bloodseeker, the Rupture, baby. Wraith King for OG. That's a classic. I would say that's a classic for, for OG. OD! Post-nerf OD, too. These are some busted heroes. Oh, they picked the Rebic for Soxa once again. Okay. The last couple bans coming out. Tidehunter. OG ban Tidehunter. Team Liquid ban Underlord. Underlord is pretty hard to deal with, like all the roots and stuff. And OG banned the Monkey King. Interestingly, they banned the Monkey King. Team Liquid, I'm gonna ban out the Brewmaster. Last pick for OG must be a real Seb hero. I don't know. Axe or offlaner. Maybe Night Stalker owns. Night Stalker. I don't know. I don't really know what he plays. They're thinking about it. They're using the time. CK. Okay, alright. CK. They got clones. CK could be a good offlane hero. I mean, I know it's a good offlane hero. I know it's a European thing for sure. It's a European thing for sure. I know this. Oh my gosh. Lycan. I don't know which draft I'm liking. You know what I mean? I like watching Bloodseeker. I like watching OD. I don't really like watching Chaos Knight or Lycan. I like watching Grimstroke. I don't know if I like watching Earth Spirit. That guy's a little too big brain for me. I don't have that big of a brain. I like Void Spirit. He's got purple circles. I like watching Keeper. I don't really like watching Wraith King. That guy's a little OP. Look, everyone's ready for battle. This guy's just sitting on his chair, like a gamer, dude. Yeah, I hope Liquid wins. And Sania sent in the replay. Thank you for that. Here we go, guys. Game 3. Liquid versus OG. These guys don't need any introduction. But if you're new here, I'm going to introduce them. We got Mr. No Tail, Flower, Power, Sunlight, Tower, 4, Keeper of the Light. We got mid 1 on the Wraith King. We got Seb off lane, Chaos Knight. We got Soxa on his 3rd Rubik game in a row. Top Sin on the Void Spirit. We got Liquid Insania on the Grimstroke. We got Koitva on the Lycan. We got Mike on the Bloodseeker. We got the fastest melee cores. We got Boxy, offlane OD, and Taiga, Third Spirit. Here comes an attack from OG. 5 guys. They get Insania. There comes a stun. The Void Spirit also to follow. Mike is going to be in the middle of it. He gets the Inkswell off. They're going to be able to hit the Hobson a little bit, but oh, this level 1 power is not too good. Mike gets stunned, and oh man, they're chasing him down. There's the Fairy Fire, the Blood Right to follow, and the Astral Spirit is going to be able to finish him off. But oh man, they're going to be able to lose Hobson. He's running in with 1 HP. Is it going to be enough? They kill the wolf. He's got 30 HP, 35 HP. Everyone is so banged up, but OG came out heavily ahead. 3 kills. 3 kills for nothing. And they might be able to get some bounty runs here. At least 2. And what a rough opening. What a rough opening. So, OG got more than enough good start here. Void Spirit got like 75 XP. Soxa 75 XP. CK 75 XP, Wraith King 75 XP, Coddle all 75 XP. This is a huge boost in laning phase. If the lanes are going to proceed well, we're going to have Koitva middle with the Lycan. He's going to get lots of levels here. He's going to get lots of levels and apply early pressure. We got Mike, who's doing some Bloodseeker. They're going to try lane top. Insania gets blasted by the Coddle. He's 1 hit away from death. Gets the Salve off. Oh, he gets it Fade Bolted off. But he still lives with his life. But what can he do? He's going to hit Soxa a little bit. It's going to be a tri-lane. So we got Wraith King versus OD bottom. I don't think this is going to go well for OG. I think OD is going to destroy this matchup. And this is mid 1. This is your carry. I think you would want to be a little more protective of the carry. They're gonna go on to mid 1. Taiga gets the last hit on mid 1. Alright, so now there's a little bit of, it's starting to even out a little bit. OG's gonna mess with Insania's an Inkswell on the creep. He gets it off onto No Tail. The Reality Rift onto Insania. The Coddle Blast. They're gonna be able to punish Insania for that play. This tri-lane looks like it's working out, but I don't think they want to invest in that sort of stock. I don't think they want to invest in the CK. They do kind of have 2 cores that can carry either way. They send No Tail back bottom. Taiga is trying to pull the creeps off, but the end result is it actually single pulled, and No Tail is kind of walking away. Coddle Blast. Ooh, doesn't connect onto Boxy. That's pretty nice. And now the creep waves are kind of just back here, but Liquid are kind of happy with it. Oh, nice dodge from Boxy. And a roll into the creeps. Pretty aggressive, even though both teams know they're not going to kill each other. They know they're not going to kill each other. But they're going to play and just try to do as much damage as possible after the engagement goes away. And that, I think that's very interesting to note. Like the way the pros play, the way that pro high-level players play, like everything they do is like fueled by like, I'm gonna kill you, you know what I mean? There's a lot of focus behind all these moves. That's what I wanted to say. So now No-Tail gets this pull onto the bottom. Boxy doesn't have a lot of mana. I think he went the 1-1-1 build. Correct me if I'm wrong. He did. He gets blasted off. And now they're trying to go back onto mid one. And they're just kind of trading health and mana. Look at the mid lane. We got Thompson versus Koikva. Koikva's got 19 last hits and 2 creeps. And Thompson has a lot more. He's 27 creeps and 3 denies. That's why Taiga's coming, trying to stop that maybe lead. Thompson's going to get the rune here. It's a haste. He even throws out a spell to finish off that wolf. Dances in the water too. So, a lot of action before the game even started. But after the horn, we got 1 kill for each side. Speaking of that, looks like they're going to try to pick up Mike and do some harassment here. They say, hey, if you want to stay in the lane by yourself, we're going to attempt to hurt you. We're going to hurt you a little bit. Not going to let you do this for free. But this is Bloodseeker. You can kind of heal back. Ooh, looks like No-Tail's charging him. A blast, and it lands on Boxy, who's lost about half of his life right now. There comes the slow from the Caudal as well, and Taiga is just here saying, guys, don't forget about me. I'm going to try to kill you. Ooh, who actually got that last hit right there? One of the 2 guys got the last hit right there. It's going to be close. Oh, the bounty runes. Thompson uses his haste to steal a bounty rune. Now, I like that play because if your side lanes are not ready to gank, that's one thing you can do. Taiga's going to roll in and kick No-Tail. But he might lose his life for it as mid one is joining to protect Gandalf. He says, no, you do not do that. Not to me, kitty. Alright, No-Tail with the pull. Taiga, I don't know if he can stop this. Ooh, maybe. No, he could not stop it. We looking a lot at bot lane, Scriff. Yeah, let's go to mid lane, Scriff. Yeah, okay. So we got both the mids at, oh my god. Both the mids at level 6. There's not a lot of action going on. Looks like top there's a little bit of exchange. But they're actually going on to mid one right here. The boulder does not connect after the kick. And neither does a Caudal Blast. So Taiga's going to be able to walk away. But those skeletons are doing quite a bit of damage on the back. Boxy is going to Astral mid one. And he's going to be able to walk away with not that follow-up. But what's with these skeletons, man? These skeletons are OP. When's the last time skeletons did that much damage? Oh, Taiga's actually going to go into No-Tail. They did quite a bit of damage here. Taiga's losing a little bit of health. But Boxy actually pushes up mid one. Is going to have 1 more last hit. Oh, Boxy is just taking so many tower hits. Soxa's going to TP bottom and lift them up right back into the creep wave. And Thompson is going to be the one that last hits that. But you got so many people in the bottom lane. You got to be careful in the other lanes. And Taiga actually comes back bottom and destroys the Wraith King. Are you kidding me? What was that? Wraith King got a little greedy. I think he was waiting for a salve from his... He was waiting for a salve. He got a little greedy and stayed there, but I think that was blind. Taiga did that blind. I think they took a little peek. He took a little peek and then went in Got that kill. That should not happen. That should not happen. I'm very impressed with Taiga's play. This guy is pretty good. He's very good with movement. All right. After this game, I will do maybe one of those. We'll do one of those. But for right now, I need to know what happens in this game. 2K gold lead, 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Looks like Liquid just annihilate Caudle. He is fast, but OD is also fast. And OD can catch. OD can catch. Earth Spirit can also catch. Now, this is what I find interesting. Some mid heroes will take advantage of how close they are to creep camps. So they'll farm the actual creep wave, and then they'll farm the neutral wave, and then they'll kind of go back and forth and just get very powerful doing this. Another example is like Bat Rider. You can kind of put your fire trail down. Oh, okay. You can put your fire trail down. You can farm both lanes. But so far, it seems to me Mike had a great lane. CK had a great lane. Koipa had a great lane. Thompson had a great time. I think he's pretty ahead. Oh, the Wolves and the Necro actually almost killed No Tail. Ooh, he's dropping low. Would he get the last hit? He does. Wraith King, not so much. He's actually had to dip into the jungle and hit creeps. Jungle creeps. Boxy is having a free lane. I don't know. We saw Boxy with the free lane last game, but hold that thought. There's going to be a blood right onto Saksa. Taiga's going to be actually a part of this engagement too, as they get one kill. Secure that kill. No, like, I was saying, you don't want to give Boxy a free lane. Okay, this guy, he's got a meteor hammer. And he's going to use that hammer and nail out the final coffin in OG's lineup if they're not careful. So No Tail is actually level 6 from being able to soak XP, be a part of fights, and live. And I think, you know, being level 6 pre-10 is nice because you can give any. Ooh, there comes the recall. He recalls the Void Spirit, but they do have vision of it, so they get the D ward. OD with Meteor Hammer and Boots. Thompson's gonna hit the side shot. They're gonna be able to spot him. There comes the Banish. There comes the Meteor Hammer. Will it connect though? It's important. It does connect. No, it does not connect because he would have been stunned. Oh, there comes the Rupture onto Thompson. Will he be able to leave? Oh man, the ulti from the OD actually picks him off. No Tail actually gets banished, and it's gonna be 4 heroes claiming the response of OG. They had what they needed, and they pressed on that advantage. And oh man, Lycan hit creep. Holy smokes. This guy at level 10 is 1600 HP. I think that's a little ridiculous. Wouldn't you say so? It's very powerful. Mike gonna go back to mid lane now. He's gonna farm out some creep. Koipa's just gonna hit whatever first creep he sees. He's gonna hit all the creeps. He's got Necro 3 at 10 minutes, like 30 seconds. Pretty wild. So they're going to be able to do a lot of D-warding. They're going to be able to sweep a lot of lanes. Looks like they threw mid one up into the top lane, but they got to be very careful. He's up there all alone. He gets picked off, and the reincarnation did not go off. I don't think he skilled that. Yes, he is dead. He did not skill it, yep. Because if you reincarnate there, it's a 3-minute cooldown. If you... Some pros, you know, they save their reincarnate skill point and they skill it in the fight that they need to reincarnate so that they can choose when to use it. Because if you get picked off and you lose reincarnate, that's more detrimental than just losing your life. Koitva with the Nikes. This man is juking. But he's not going to be able to get far as he gets Reality Rift right into the tier 1. But he does get the kill on Rubik. Boxy gonna do his Meteor Hammer combo onto No Tail down at the bottom lane and get another kill. So now Boxy is getting pretty huge. You gotta be careful of Boxy because his ultimate, that damage isn't puny, alright? It can be kind of wild. Thompson played top pretty hard for the Invis rune. He does get the Invis, but they're going to have Boxy come middle, and it's Taiga too, and they're all going on mid one. So now he's got the Reincarnate. He is going to fall. They're going to Reincarnate. There comes the Blood Right. Thompson's looking to jump in, but there's a sentry. He's got to be really careful about jumping in. I think they might know that there was that sentry there, or they didn't want to start the fight. I think maybe they just didn't want to start the fight. So meanwhile, when all this was happening, Koitva just hitting creeps. Koitva just hitting creeps. I'm going to give a quick shout out to Taob. He's a guy I know. There's an Inkswell onto the Wolf. It's going to be able to stun the CK, and now Taiga is going to be able to lose his life as he's the target priority for 2 of the OG cores. They're chasing the creeps. They're using the Necro creeps to try to finish off No-Tail, but Koitva is going to actually end up paying with his life as No-Tail uses a salve and is able to get away safely. OG showing some fight. They're going to be able to get some 2 kills, but down at bottom lane, Boxy's going to do his Meteor Hammer combo onto the Wraith King, and mid one is now the dead one. So was that worth it? I think so. A nice preemptive sentry here by Insania. He gets a nice D-ward, a free D-ward, I should say, free. And now we are entering the mid game. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your seats. Please stay seated, as we are going to experience some crazy Dota in the next couple minutes. There is a double damage rune top. No-Tail's gonna spot it. It's gonna go to the way of Thompson. He's gonna have that double damage stored in his bottle. And they might be looking to fight soon. Seb just used his ultimate, and Wraith King reincarnated 60 seconds. Maybe they won't start. Maybe they won't go. Guys, I'm very excited. I have some stuff in the works. I got some stuff in the works. I'm just an excited guy, right? It's Sunday. I hate Monday. Smoke from Liquid. They got 4 people. Taiga rolling around. Got the bounty rune. Saksa also rolling around. Taiga rolling around too. Everyone's rolling. But can he roll out of this? As Liquid Taiga goes in, chasing the Rubik. There comes the silence. The Bud right to follow. Thompson's gonna do the dissimulate. He dodges the silence, but Rubik is actually the one who gets hit by it. Taiga's doing a lot of damage. Oh, but the double Grimstroke Astral combo, it's gonna land. It's gonna do a lot of damage. That is something that I didn't even think about. And now mid one is going to lose the reincarnate. Seb's in on the back line with some creeps, but Mike is going to help him out, try to do some damage. Boxy, he's going to fall, and now they're just fighting onto the tier 1. Koiva is here with all his stuff. He might be able to just clean up. Mid one doing some damage. Is he going to be able to live out of it? He does. He crits and life steals his way out of it, and Sania gets that last hit with the stroke of fate. And a little preemptive, maybe, with the Astral Grimstroke combo. They did get 2 people, but they did lose a lot. And I think you would want to stay ahead if you have Liquid's draft. So, a risky area to fight. This was next to the tier 1, you know, extra armor, extra regen, yada yada. They got nice targets, so maybe an even trade. No, they got the Wraith King too. They got the Wraith King too. That's what I gotta remember. They got the Wraith King too. I think it was worth it. I think it was worth it. Okay. Liquid felt bad that the trade was unfair. So to make it fair, Mike gave him the courier gold. That's really nice of him. But OG are doing a smoke. They know that trade ain't fair. They're going for Insania. There comes the Inkswell on the creep. It does get a stun. Koifa is gonna show himself, and Taiga's actually gonna roll right into the middle of it. Seb is losing some damage, but Boxy's gonna imprison him. Taiga's gonna retreat, and Rubik actually steals Astral. That's pretty risky. Mike's gonna go into Thompson, but he's gonna retreat, but it looks like Seb might be losing his life here. The heroes are trying to stop Mike, but he's just too huge. Rupture. Put on there. Saksa getting recalled, but man, Liquid again splitting up OG perfectly. And mid one was not even there for that fight. So the spider sense came out from Liquid. Oh my god. Koitva running towards No-Tail. The wolf juice is out. The sun has come out. He has turned back into a furry man. Not gonna be able to kill the Coddle. Alright, is that a Necro book on his belt? Go to Lycan. Go to Lycan. Excuse me, go to Lycan. Is this a Necro book on his belt? What is that? What is that? I don't know. Oh, it's gifted from Insania. Oh my god. They just give each other gifts. It's really cute. Anyways. I think Liquid have the power of friendship. OG have the power of friendship. Liquid have the power of friendship. Right? So it's not, you know, one team has something. Oh my god, GME, stop showing me that. Yeah, so Team Liquid is just able to battle their way back, and they went bottom. They didn't claim the tower, did they? Otherwise, Seb and No-Tail are just chilling bottom, trying to do some pressure. OG does have one tower. They have that safe tower from Liquid. They also have middle, I think. Yep, so OG are up in towers. Mid one's finally got some time to farm. Let's check on him. He got the armlet. He's going the Radiance. Thompson is going straight Scepter. And they're going to try to time this ability. They're going to try to time the Scepter and the Radiance at the same time and maybe fight it out for a while. Koikva got two fluffy hats, dude. This man's head is so cold from all the blood that's going around. He's got two fluffy hats. I've never seen this in my life. Two fluffy hats. 1700 HP. That is so smart. Actually, it's for his brain. It's for his big brain. His brain is so big he needs two hats to keep it warm. Alright, we got a hydrate request. I will drink water. Thank you very much. And there is the smoke from Liquid. They're going to roll up, try to catch the Rubik before the fight even starts, even committing the Earth Spirit ultimate here. Will they be able to finish him off? It looks pretty hard. He's rolling away, but it looks like Boxy was able to combo Thompson, who loses about half of his HP. He's standing still because he got ruptured, and now mid one is running up, trying to do some damage. Boxy controlling him with the Astral, and it looks like the fight has slowed down a little bit. Lycan came and left very quickly. OG do have the tower, and that was like kind of a tense situation. Rubik ended up going down, so slight advantage for Liquid there. I would say slight, but I think the time really favors OG. I think Lycan starts to decline in power. Wraith King will also decline in power, but I do like the mechanic that they're using right now. They're using Coddle to recall Wraith King like on different sides of the map and have him farm, extend his farming area. Like Wraith King is already dangerous because his skeletons go around the map farming for him, but now if you add like a TP and not having a TP and just global location, he's gonna farm very fast. And especially with this Radiance here, he could choose to farm and get even bigger. Seb is actually building a heart. He's making his creeps, his clones, sorry, pretty beefy. He actually completes it at 22 minutes. Armlet, Echo Saber, heart. This guy is huge. I don't know if Liquid have the AoE to deal with it. They do have the OD Grimstroke combo. That is pretty cool. We saw that chain them together, double astral. You steal mana from both of these targets. You drop the hammer, which is the difference in mana and your mana, and it's like some big brain OD style. It's crazy. But speaking of crazy, it looks like OG are going to attempt a Roshan. They actually smoke and try to bait it instead. Liquid. Taiga's going to break the smoke. They're going to be able to see Thompson. He actually gets the silence onto Thompson, who doesn't get... he doesn't have a dispel, so he actually got hit with the rupture, and now they're jumping onto Thompson. He's got to be careful. He astral steps down the cliff, but he lost a little bit of life doing so, and now the fight starts at half health, and the Grimstroke ultimate catches the Void Spirit and the CK. They're going to be able to kill the Void Spirit, who buys back instantly. Soxa's going to be able to fall too, and it looks like Mike, Taiga's going to be able to roll out. Kaldo recalls the Void Spirit in, and now the hammer comes down. It's going to drop the Reincarnate, and now Wraith King trying to run away. Taiga just going everywhere. This fight is just so beautiful. Boxy with the BKBs dishing out a lot of damage, but he's going to be able to lose his life here. Stroke of Faith almost getting Seb off. Mike is just so fast chasing people in the Inkswell. They cannot outrun him. He's going for Thompson, who did buy back for this fight. They got to be really careful. He's silenced with a Grim Stroke of Fate. It does get it off, gets to dissimulate, but he does end up losing his life. And now mid one is the last one who is going to fall in that fight. Rubik steals the blood right, but Team Liquid come out ahead with 4 kills, 5 kills for one. We got a buyback on the Void, and that is going to be extremely painful. What ended up winning the fight was the Grimstroke leash on the Void Spirit and the Phantom too. Void Spirit has to stop to attack the Phantom. Nobody got the Phantom off for him, so that amount of time just let Bloodseeker run around and hit people, and it was quite a beautiful fight because they left the Wraith King for last. The other factor that was really important was that Boxy became such a heavy damage dealer. With all the farm that he had, he was able to get that Meteor Hammer, and he has that completed BKB. So he just stood there, shot people. He's got a little cloak and a little windlace, and he's a fast guy. He's just doing a lot of damage. So OG lost a very bad fight there. Void Spirit bought back, and one thing about that buyback that hurts him a little more than normal is that Void Spirit needs that gold to build his first Dispel item, whether it be a Yules or a BKB. If he gets caught by the Blood Right or anything like that, he can't use his spells effectively. He's gonna die. So big shout out to Taiga too. I think he was in and out. He kept rolling in and rolling out, and he just didn't die for the longest time. So this fluffy hat thing is actually working out pretty nicely for him. OG there, I'm not sure what they could have done better. They just lost the CK clones. I don't think mid one is, up to his peak form yet. I think Caudle without the Will-O-Wisp is kind of difficult. The Rubik too, he didn't have a spell to begin the fight with. So then now you're sitting around waiting for a good spell to steal, and all you have is that lift. But that fight kind of started by the cliff, and to join his team, Void Spirit had to astral step with the rupture down. So now Liquid smoke up. They're looking for Seb. They have him in the smoke. They had a ward there, and Boxy just 50-50'd it and almost caught him. Now OG playing the lower side of the map. Liquid taking the jungle. They might be able to. They find No Tail. Can they finish him? He goes blinding lights. There comes the stroke. The Phantom, I should say, is chasing him. Lycan just pushing the lane. They get a nice D ward there. Liquid Boxy, man. He used his first Meteor Hammer to kill all the skeletons first life. Skeletons respawn after. And then you just clean them up quickly and calmly, getting those skeletons out there. So here comes a roll from Taiga. I think they want the Wraith King. He's getting recalled into middle. And Mike is hitting quite fast with the his Q ability there. Here comes the Inkswell on the Wolves. They are going to be able to catch Sev, but will they be able to catch him? They use the Rupture, the Blood Rite. He uses the BKB, and now Taiga goes Sceptering. Mike, nice bait out on there with the stun, and he uses his BKB, but Seb is just standing still. Grimstroke ultimate is used. I don't think it's going to be good enough. In the back, Boxy doesn't have that much life. He drops the hammer. Will it be enough? Thompson actually jumps in and gets a really nice... oh, actually, the second one wasn't so good because the rest of his team isn't silenced. They're trying so hard to kill Boxy, but he's super fast. He just walks away. So tanky. And just like that, OG lose 2 cores to Liquid. There was a lot of... Again, that a lot of stuff was happening around terrain, but hold that thought. Taiga is going to teleport in, jump onto mid one, who's losing quite a bit of health, but Taiga, this guy's so tanky. He gets astroed up, and the Inkswell on the clone. Oh my god, the Mjolnir actually finishes off Rubik. Now they chase. Oh my god. Oh my god, Liquid are just annihilating OG right now. They're just picking them left and right, and it's a team wipe. Mike has not died yet. This man has not died yet. He's hitting so fast. I don't even remember my last thought, because now I think Liquid want to end the game. I think unlike the other Lycan game we saw, they're actually going to try to end the game here. Lycan with... So, again... Liquid have proven themselves superior, fighting, using terrain to their advantage. It was interesting to note that Chaos Knight was one person who got caught. He has like 4,000 HP, but ended up dying. So that goes to show how powerful whatever the hell Liquid's doing. I don't even understand what's happening. I thought Boxy was going to be like a great source of damage, but it turns out like the Stroke of Fate was doing great damage. Looks like Taiga's ulti was doing some good damage. Just Mike was in there. It was a little crazy. It was a little crazy. And then Boxy shows up with half HP, throws down his ultimate, helps out his team a little bit, and then they start chasing OD, but this guy runs like 385 move speed. 405 move speed. Only Void Spirit is that close. Okay, here's another initiation with the Lycan Wolves and the Grimstroke. They're gonna catch Seb. 4,000 HP. Deleted, just like that. Grimstroke gets the Aghanim Scepter for the Dark Portrait. It has bonus movement speed. So he clones the core hero and puts the Inkswell on them. And that's just crazy, man. That's crazy. So you got Illusions running really quickly with the Inkswell. You got Wolves with the Inkswell. So he's making this spell that usually takes a little while to activate like actually powerful and landing consistently. But hold that thought. They see Boxy. They're jumping in on him. He loses half his health. There's the response. He's going to be saved. And now it looks like the one who's getting caught is the Void Spirit. Oh my god. That is just rough. You go in for a core kill, but instead you lose your mid. Thompson's just not up to par in terms of gold and items to fight this like this. There's the Dark Portrait. I think it does have the Radiance buff. Maybe that's why... Oh my god. Oh my god. It has a crit too. Holy crap. And then Soxa seals the Dark Portrait. Liquid Taiga is going to jump right in. The Astral onto the Wraith King. He's going to roll right out. Oh, but he gets Blinding Light. He's stuck. And Taiga might lose his life to this play. He gets off his ultimate right before he dies though. The Necro units, the damage... They take out OG's bottom racks, and they also have a ward there too. So, Liquid are in a dominating position right now. Moves that OG are making are backfiring on them. They're trying to get kills. It's ending up, the result is ending up the other way. Seb has so much HP. That's like his gimmick or whatever, and it's not working out. He's still dying. He's getting picked off, even inside of team fights. They're using Rupture for him too. So Liquid, I think, are skirmishing so well. They have cores that got unchecked. I think on OG, all these cores have been checked. You know, Seb's heart has been checked. Thompson, sneaky, you know, going around like crazy. You land a spell on him, he got checked. He's been having a rough game. Wraith King had a really rough lane. He's trying to catch up. So now it just seems like whatever OG is doing is extremely desperate. And they have a smoke. They see the Wraith King middle. And Liquid must know something is up. It's an illusion or you're doing some weird stuff. Liquid defend this tier 2. It is very low HP. And Liquid, if they get a glimpse of what's going on, if they know anything that OG is doing, they're going to smoke immediately and try to fight here. So they hear the outpost. They know where one person is. They know where the Wraith King is. And they smoke immediately. They're going to go. They're going to try to catch anybody here. Every single piece of OG is pivotal to winning a team fight. So it doesn't matter who they catch. It can be a support here. They're going to find Seb. It's daytime. They're going to roll. Seb instantly BKBs. But the Rupture is going to go down to Seb. But he's losing quite a bit of HP. And now he uses his ultimate to hit Mega. And Mega's dropping pretty low. He actually gets blown up. And there's a Grimstroke ultimate. And to the box, he's using his BKB. Will it be enough? The Dark Portrait is actually on top of the cliff. He can't get any value of it. Liquid are just losing so many heroes left and right here. It's going to be a 3-0 for the side of OG right now. And that's when keeping it real goes wrong. They tried to check Seb this time, but it was in their triangle. It was daytime. The rest of his team was there. The rest of Liquid weren't there, so they weren't able to burst down Seb. So now OG are going to get a free Roche from this. Now mid 1 has a Rapier queued up. And I see Chaos Knight. He has a Silver Edge queued up. I think breaking Bloodseeker's passive can be very useful. It will just take out all that attack speed. I think the stats are pretty good on CK. I think it complements what his hero is lacking slightly. They are worship. Oh my god, OG, what are you doing? Oh my god. They just. Oh my god. They just left the Aegis there. And Koikva sent a wolf and just denied it. That has got to be extremely demoralizing. That. I don't know. I don't know what to say to that. I have no words to say to that. Let's check out No-Tail's items. He has a Linken's. So I think without the Will-O-Wisp, this is going to be a very hard fight. I think if you want a Linken's, I think you build it on a core instead of supplementing it onto your support. I think support have a very important role to. So I think what OG is doing is they're putting a lot of emphasis on initiation and damage on their cores. Their cores are the stars of the show. But I think in modern Dota, contemporary Dota, in the last couple of years, and especially patches, it's reflected that support have really important roles to play as well. You see Taiga initiating fights, being the source of damage. You see a lot of importance on Insania, who has very, important roles to do. Oh, okay, hold that. OG, they are looking for a pick. They see Koikva, he howls, and oh, a nice BKB. He's gonna be able to ult instantly, and Taiga goes onto the Coddle. No-Tail just gets crit and dies immediately. Looks like mid one is the one who is going to be running around with half health. There's a Rupture on Seth, but he's standing in deliver. But there's a wonderful Grimstroke ultimate. It's going to go on the Void Spirit. He yules himself in the air to try to keep himself alive, but that Phantom is going to be able to lock him down even further. And now it looks like OG is going to be left with 2 last cores. They do end up killing the OD and a buyback from Rubik. He's trying to join this fight, but OG have already lost the CK, and now Taiga's just rolling in 60,000 miles per hour. A buyback from No Tail is going to try to support the Wraith King, but now Seb is going to try to TP in too, but mid one just gets instantly blown up. They better stop the TPs, as now Soxa's trying to run and hide. They just... That's the thing. That's the thing. OG have put the spotlight so much on their core heroes that if one of them die or get caught, it's going to be so detrimental because their supports are useless. They're supplemental to the cores. So you see what happened is that No Tail bought back and Seb bought back, and they were trying to instantly TP to this outpost to defend the core. Because on Liquid's side, if you lose a core, it's not the end of the world. You can kind of do some things to catch up. But if you lose a core on OG, you're dead in the water. So you can see the difference in terms of the team lineup here. And I think Liquid have planned a lot of this stuff out wonderfully. So now I do want to see Liquid hit some buildings. We saw a little bit of damage. There was 3 buybacks from OG, so they can really wait a couple minutes, get the neutral items, see if they can sweep for vision with Necro 3s, and see if they can get any of those people who bought back to die. It would put them on a timer, and you know they can deliver a stronger blow rather than slow sieging now. So Liquid are very smart. They have wonderful team fight. They split up fights and they skirmish perfectly. They have Koitva, BKB killing No Tail immediately right by the secret shop, and then you have Mike and Boxy fighting out bottom, and you know they stay alive for quite a while. Xenia and Taiga also helping out with that fight. And Team Liquid's team play right now is looking very good. I am enjoying this game, watching this game a lot. No Tail bought a gem. Mid one is actually moving forward. That was Chad. Because if he caught there, that would have been the game. No, it wouldn't have been the game. It would have been a reincarnation. Okay, there's the wolf. They see mid one. They know he's low. Dark Portrait. Taiga jumping onto him. And this might be the BKB from mid one here. But this is bad because he's using it to run away. There comes the Rupture. He can't run away. The Dark Portrait is zoning out the Rubik, who's teleporting back. They're leaving mid one completely to his death. Reincarnation doesn't mean anything when you have 5 Liquid heroes on top of you. What do you get out of that? What do you get out of that? Thompson trying to shove in the mid wave. No Tail's going to be able to recall people if they shove in the wave, but their creeps bottom. That early racks, that pressure, that creep wave, that positioning. Oh, they're going to be able to do whatever they want here. They get a Spell Prism for OG. Pretty good item. And they're just rolling with it. They know that, hey, you're missing one of your vital components, which is the core. You put so much importance on your core. They didn't make the same mistake they did last time by teleporting it and losing more than what they could cut off, right? But at the same time, they can't do anything. So now Seb is using Silver Edge to scout. Like, whatever small... They're even scanning, like, 25 meters outside their base. Like, they have to play it so safe. And I think this is the power of vision control. Just because OG can't see anyone, they're so scared to go out. Like, if we have the observer vision, we know what both teams see. And you can see, like, the space on OG. Like, mentally, they cannot leave this box that Liquid have put them in. So now, after Liquid did a little bit of farming, finding those creeps, they're starting to make that box a reality. Liquid Taiga looking for some sort of initiation. He sees Thompson down in there. He silences him. Oh, he silences him, but he didn't have a way to cancel that TP/recall. And it happened both, so he had to kind of stop both there. But I also do what like OG are doing. They're playing very safe, very together, very close. Liquid are going to smoke. They're going to find, again, any one of those key components. It looks like both teams just pass each other and they are not sure of it. Liquid do have a nice cliff ward that spots a lot of it. They're taking the outpost, so now Liquid know where they are. They know the positioning. There's a wolf inside of Roche. Boxy has revealed himself. Liquid have controlled the triangle. Now controlling the triangle is very important. You have that ramp, that choke. They're gonna Dark Portrait the CK. Oh, they're gonna rupture Seb. He's gonna lose about 75% of his health before using his illusion. He's gonna instantly die now. And Taiga controlling No Tail on the back. This is a Lincoln's. This is a gem. And Koiva is now inside of the base, hitting the tier 3s. They don't have buyback on the 2 heroes that just died. So now Liquid are just going in, looking to do damage. Mid-1 actually blinks in and tries to hit Boxy, but a nice response with the Grimstroke ultimate and the Fate. With the Phantom, BKB from the Mid-1. He's hitting Earth Spirit, but it's not enough damage. They barely can do anything. A buyback from the Void Spirit. It's going to be 2 cores. There comes the OD combo. It's good. Mike's going to kill. There's going to be the reincarnation. He goes up. Can Thompson follow up with this? And instantly dying. Wraith King buys back immediately. So now it's 2 cores versus the entire lineup of Liquid. They're going in. They smell the blood. They want to end the game. This push is way too powerful. There comes the creep wave. They fortified for it, but a little too early as Radiant fortifies back. But now, the signal has been shown. There is no glyph. Liquid have 5 heroes. Dark Portrait, they steal the... They make a copy of Wraith King. And he blinks in immediately. He's trying to kill Bloodseeker, but he gets astraled. There is response. There is support. They're really trying to kill Mike, but he uses his BKB, and a nice abyssal response onto Thompson might be able to kill him, but he gets enough time to put Yules in the air. Mid-1's trying to do as much damage as he can. He's doing a lot of damage. He actually gets a pick on Taiga and OD, but instant buyback from 2 sides of Liquid. They're going to try to join this fight again, but now No Tail and Saksa are back in the fight. It looks like they're going to leave Lycan to his death. Koiva's running around. And a nice hold from OG. Liquid bought back on OD. Liquid bought back on Earth Spirit. They gotta be careful, but this buyback that they've used, they want to maybe farm, get some goal up, keep the lanes pushed, keep the pressure going. But now that they've seen the Roshan, this can be very good. OG haven't noted. They think they know what's going on. And Liquid say, okay, even if they know, we gotta get this Aegis. So now, they use 3 buybacks to start this fight, because they have the entire lineup of Liquid versus OG minus Thompson. There's gonna be the Inkswell. They get the D-Ward, and here comes Taiga. Joey, he gets a stun on Rubik. Seb is gonna get all his clones off, and it's gonna be Rubik the first one that falls. OD drops the hammer, but it doesn't do a lot of damage. BKB on all the cores here. They're doing as much damage as they can. OD's saving Mike, giving him some time inside of the Astral. Seb's actually going to fall. Boxy's doing quite a bit of damage here with his Astral Orb. Mid-1 blinks away, but he's not going to blink to safety. He gets Astraled again. They're going to try to find No Tail. Koiva finds No Tail. They're going to be able to clean him off. They finish the Wraith King, and it's going to be a team wipe for Team Liquid. They're looking to end, and there's the GG. Again, Team Liquid showing that they can skirmish so well here. They made the right moves as well. They bought back on 3 heroes, no fear. They went towards the Roche, and they had to force a response from OG. And they forced it without having tops in the fight. So I think that was a well-deserved victory. I think Team Liquid played well in all their games. I think they played well in Game 1, too. And it was pretty close. OG, I think they are. Okay, don't quote me on this, because every time like people talk about teams, right? Like they're like, what do you know? Or like, oh, take things out of context. But I think, OG maybe sacrificing too many things like lanes and putting in and shoving this importance onto the cores that it might choke them out in different ways. I think Liquid didn't care about Rubik 3 games in a row. I think Team Liquid drafted good heroes that complemented their playstyle, and OG. I don't know. Good game, good game, Team Liquid. Very good, very good, very good. All right, it's October. I hope you enjoyed the cast.